My name is Gabriela Sperl. I'm producer and writer and teacher, and I make the movies that I love to make. Well, it's not true. In the field of television, there are very, very, very many Redakteurinnen, Hauptabteilungsleiterinnen in the different networks. So that has changed from the time I was there. I was one of two, and all the rest within the ARD, which is many. So we were two women, and now I think there are 10 women or 8 women. I haven't counted, but I mean the ratio has changed completely. So it's very different to other fields and to big corporations like we heard yesterday and you read in the papers. So there's a big change going on, and you had many directors, very few female directors, and also that is changing. So there is a big movement. Oh, because it's changing like everything else, and it's like when things break up, the door opens, and I was one of the first to walk through, so the door was very narrow, and then you open the door, everyone who walks through opens the door a little more, and then other people come and follow. I have themes and topics and problems and issues that sort of come to me. Like, for instance, the film I did about child prostitution, the first time I heard about it, somebody came up to me and said, well, you do historical films, you do this and that, why don't you do a film about? And I said, no. And then the second person came and told me what was going on and had more information. And then I said, yes, but how do you make that into a film? You can make a good documentary. And then I met someone who knew someone who had been a child trafficker. And then I thought, okay, I want to meet this guy. I want to talk to him. I want to hear what he has to say, why he stopped being a child trafficker. He stopped being a child trafficker because his friend died of HIV, and he felt that was the punishment for what he'd done. So that was very personal. So if it comes on the political, on the journalistic level, you have so many things that you could do movies about. And as soon as you have this very personal, and suddenly you become you want to know, and then you go for it. And this is how the movie started. And then you have to find allies, especially with something as hard as this, because everybody says, who wants to watch that? And then I had Nadia Uhl, and then I had Senta Berger, who joined me, and I sold it with Nadia Uhl and Senta Berger. So everyone thought, if those two are in it, it can't be that horrible. And then you can you advance slowly, step by step, and we had Bettina Reitz from Bayerischer Rundfunk. And it was amazing because I pitched it to her on the telephone, and she said, yes, I want it. Because it's very political, it's nobody knows about it, and it's a huge issue. If you think that 4.5 million children are traded, are trafficked, sex slavery, sexual abuse. So, and this is how every film starts. You have to have someone who tells you, I have this story, and you say, and the stories sort of come to you because people know that I'm very, when I go into something, then I really want to know. And this is, it's nice because then you meet people who really believe that what they have to tell has to be told. I think the audience today should take away that you have to trust yourself and you have to learn to go through all these phases of learning to trust yourself and then do what you love most and where your passion lies.